Ay,
I did see Yo, we are back. Episode 49 for the books. Oh, one more from 50 though.
One more for the big 5-0, man.
You know what I'm saying? We have to have a century.
50, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
What the fuck is this?
See who it is, See who it is,
I'm blessed, highly favored. I'm blessed, highly favored. I'm blessed.
Hold on.
What's up? What's the problem?
You dropped that before or after?
Right on time, that's all. You dropped it right on time. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. Shout out to the boy King Ryan Garcia.
Oh
man.
my gosh. Better Left Unsaid, episode 49. Welcome back, bro. How you feeling, man?
I'm all good, man. I'm blessed and highly favored, you know what I'm saying? Damn, my boy.
Oh,
you good?
Yeah, I didn't expect you to say that dumb shit.
Hey, I rock with the song, man. It's not a bad song, man. Good positive vibes.
He got bars in there.
And the crazy thing is, we need music at times. Like this has been it's been a negative year to say the least. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
Full of negativity.
Hold on. We need positive music like this. Don't say we need music because we got a lot of music.
We need positive. You're right.
We got a lot of music.
Shoot that.
So
we got a lot of music coming out. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, so who's that?
Ryan Garcia, man. Huge fight last weekend.
Yeah, I ain't watched that shit, man. I was asleep. I was binge drinking for like 4 days.
So it was Ryan Garcia. That's crazy thing. But yeah, Ryan Garcia. Oh, excuse me. He fought Devin Haney, as y'all know, undisputed. Devin Haney, undefeated.
What, he was 30-0?
Yeah, 31-0, I think. 31-0. Yeah, king of the world. You know what I'm saying? Quote unquote face of box, according to his dad, Bill Haney. Ryan Garcia, of course, everybody knows Tank and cleaned him up real quick.
Got him right
up out of here. So everybody thought he was down and out. Went on this whole crazy rampage trying to sell the fight. People thought it was drugs. Thought he was crazy on Twitter wilding. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the kids.
Yeah. He was going up, bro. He was
talking about
he
out partying, drinking every night.
Yeah, he was on a lot, bro.
A lot of people counting him out. The odds is crazy on the over-under.
Oh, it was. It was disgusting.
But now they put that boy to sleep down there, man. Shout out to Ryan Garcia. Now he on his victory tour, man.
How many times he got knocked down?
Officially, it was 3, but it should have been. I counted 5.
Okay.
I counted 5.
Yeah.
The boy went down like 4 times in a single round.
His
legs was out.
He was going crazy.
Baby legs, man, giraffe legs. It was nasty.
But you know what's funny about that? We saw Devin Haney's previous fight.
We did.
And I think we both agreed that he shouldn't have won that fight.
A lot of people said Lomachenko cleaned him up, man.
Yeah.
I did go back and watch the fight, and I still agree. Lomachenko was fucking Devin Haney, man. But that's the thing. I don't know what it is about Devin Haney, but a lot of people just do not give him the type of love that somebody with that type of resume should get. But maybe it's just because we got eyes too, man.
Yeah, we see what's happening. I didn't see. All right, I'll tell you this. After seeing Devin Haney's last fight and then Ryan Garcia with Tank, I thought Devin Haney was gonna win just strictly off just like if it was gonna go punch for punch and the politics of boxing.
Yeah,
I definitely thought Devin Haney was gonna win, but I ain't expect Ryan to come out here and just straight clean him up like that.
I ain't gonna lie, I was a little indifferent. I felt like, and I still feel like this. I feel like Devin Haney's the better fighter, of course. The better boxer, I should say. He's clearly a more skilled. You know what I'm saying? He has a strategy, all that. But like you said, I saw him fight Lomachenko. And I think, honestly, the biggest reason Lomachenko lost is because he didn't have his foot on the gas the whole time.
Yeah.
But when that pressure turned up, it got real filthy. And he went back to the corner. His dad had nothing for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, that's interesting. So what if somebody was to do that the entire fight? What would Devin look like? Because he never had that. So then I watched Ryan fight after the Tank shit. Because, of course, it actually did not look bad versus Tank. Tank was just
he got a much better. Yeah, he's a much better boxer.
And to be honest, he actually took not Devin Haney, but Tank left hand.
He did
a lot better.
He did.
A lot of other people did.
He did.
He just ended up getting hit in the ribs and he quit. He's like, my body's not there, whatever, cool. Mm-hmm. So then I watched him fight the other dude, was Oscar Duarte. We all in the bar watching that shit, and I was like, Ryan can't fight, but the way he fights, the way his hands work, it's like,
and he's quick.
He's quick.
He's a quick counterpuncher.
It's like when you got hands like that in boxing, it's two things: it's skill and it's like a heart thing. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
A timing thing. So you get the Deontay Wilders that just got the one punch thing, and it's like, well, somebody can outbox him for 11 rounds and he hit you one time, it's over with.
It's a wrap.
So that's the type of dude Ryan Garcia is. So I'm like, Devin get hit. He's not no, you know what I'm saying? This ain't Floyd. Devin takes punches.
Yeah.
So he might be the better boxer, but if Ryan touches him, I don't think he's gonna be able to withstand that power.
And we saw it.
And that's what,
we saw it.
So I tried the crazy thing. I tried to put money on Ryan right before the fight. So I was like, bro, it don't matter. I could put $20 and I win like 150 back. That's how bad the odds was. So I'm like, I think he gonna hit him. Because I rewatched the Oscar Duarte. I'm like, nigga look horrible, but he touched that nigga one time in the head and the nigga just collapsed.
It's a quick left too. It's a quick left.
Right. Ryan was out there fucking Devin up. Bro.
Yeah, it looked bad. It looked bad because I went back and kind of watched it and I was like, why does it look so bad? Like it's just like you would think that Devin Haney just wasn't like his whole mind wasn't there.
Yeah,
like he just wasn't in the fight.
I agree. Like it was at a point I'm like, I don't know if Ryan really hits that hard or Devin's chin is really just that glass.
Yeah, just glass.
Every time he was getting touched, it was like
he's
nigga seeing the ghost. Was like,
literally.
Every time, bro, you a boxer, you gonna get hit. There's no reason you should
like
be
seeing stars every time.
Exactly. I'm like, God damn, David, like he hit hard, but come on, bro. But then again, Nick got like 20 knockouts. His punches like that. So.
Yeah, but I mean, geez, you know.
Hey, I'll put it like this, man. That nigga is building himself up to be the Mike Tyson of this generation, man. The craziness. He's out here wilding. He's at Colorado performing. He with YG. He doing all type of shit. Like, and that's the thing. Like, we quickly forget how shit used to work back in the day. These folks was out here wilding.
Oh, no, they were going crazy.
Yeah. So to call them crazy and all that might be true. But if we want to watch a documentary I just watched a Rick James documentary. That nigga was crazy. I'm not even joking.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug, bro.
We see what P. Diddy, bro. We've been having these P. Diddy accusations for years,
30 years.
For years, we done seen public, physical, all type of shit.
Yeah.
Chris Brown, like, look, listen.
Hey,
listen, man. Let's keep it moving. Shout out to Ryan Garcia, man.
Hey, you want to keep it boxing though?
Let's keep it boxing.
Let's keep it boxing, man. What happened with Gervonta Davis and Mayweather? I was I caught a quick glance, but I was at work and they was like talking record, so I was like, damn, I can't play this too loud.
So, as you know, a lot of people don't. Well, I ain't gonna say you might not know this. It's one of the biggest reasons people don't rock with Devin is because his dad is his promoter.
Yep.
And he has the big baller brand type of thing. the LeVar Balls and all that.
He definitely does.
You know what I'm saying? So his dad.
That's a great comparison, bro.
A lot of people didn't like, you know what I'm saying, Lonzo and all that when he came out because his dad was hyping up. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So look, his dad got a pop it. He been calling out Floyd for at least the last 6 months to a year.
About a year now.
About a year at this point, saying, hey, the Floyd Mayweather era is over with. You know what I'm saying? It's the Devin Haney era. All that shit is over with. You can't fool the people. We the ones. Floyd wasn't doing this at 25, and Devin is getting to it.
He is.
For sure.
He is.
The only thing about Devin is he can't fucking talk. His dad can talk. Devin can't put a sentence together.
No.
His dad is from there. He throwback San Francisco Bay type of dude. So he popping it. Doing it well, too. I like Bill.
I do like Bill. He talked that shit. But
he talked that shit, yeah.
But
you ain't in the ring.
Yeah, you ain't in the ring. His son just got his ass beat, so y'all might have
cool, but
down
ain't
back.
Gonna stop him from popping because that's part of the game.
Yeah, definitely. You take a little.
Devin didn't quit. He got his ass whooped, but he did not quit.
Yeah,
he did
not
not.
A lot of heart.
So that's the reason a lot of people don't like Devin. So Bill got into it with Floyd on live because Devin lost, and like you said, this is a nigga that's been talking all this Floyd Mayweather over shit, Devin Haney, all this. Whoa. What's that shit you was talking about? Your son just got his ass whooped.
Mm-hmm.
Why you got a problem with me now? I could have helped you. I could have prevented this. This Floyd talking. I could have prevented this ass whooping. You done seen me fight 30 years. Ain't nobody ever touched me like that. All. I could have showed that boy how to dodge that left hook. So Bill's like, man, fuck all that, man. They on live going at it for like 15 minutes. Bill whole thing was just like, bruh, you be popping it like you be supporting these young dudes and you're the reason these dudes be successful. Which in a lot of ways that's true.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, you're doing it for an ulterior motive. You know what I'm saying? You got your own interest and you be hating behind the scenes. You doing shit with the girls. You know what I'm saying? You trying to throw money in their face and act like, you know what I'm saying? You taking all the credit. You doing a lot of backbiting.
He do. I mean, that's Floyd though.
It is Floyd. You know what I'm saying? And he has been aligning himself with all the stars. Cool. Whatever the reason is, that's how the game goes. Just like a music label, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or we want the credit for making, you know what I'm saying? So, Gervonta came up under Floyd.
He did.
And to be fair, the biggest reason I would say that Tank is as big as he is because he was knocking people out, but he was knocking people out with Mayweather next to him.
Yeah, he definitely was. He was right there.
You know what I'm saying?
He was right there.
All of his fights, Floyd was right there. He promoting him, telling him it's the next greatest thing in the world. Difference is, he ain't fighting like Floyd. He's putting people on their ass.
Yeah,
literally. When you got the flash, you know what I'm saying? You got the girls, the jury, and you knocking dudes out. Now you Mike Tyson for real.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? Now you Mike Tyson for real. So, in his dealings, you know, they get into it every now and again. But this time it was a little different. So Gervonta jumped in, you know what I'm saying, the beef with Floyd and Bill. And he made some accusations. He started, nigga be tweeting like meat meals, just short words. Don't be understanding what they
don't know what the fuck they be saying.
Don't know what they be saying.
And
he from Baltimore.
He from Baltimore.
Baltimore's a different. I ain't even speak on
Actually,
Baltimore.
Hey, all my people's in B-more, man.
Shout out to B-more. Shout out to the Wire, all that.
Yeah.
But he got on Twitter and started saying throwing some allegations out there about Floyd, saying, man, that boy over there stuck. He owed them folks some money.
Yep.
It's like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? He said like 3 or 4 different times, 3 or 4 different ways. He hopped on live and said, man, tell Floyd, go live right now so he can show us where he at. I was like, okay, what is he hitting at?
Okay.
Next thing you know, 3 or 4 days later, some sources started popping up saying, Floyd is being held by the government system in Dubai because he owes them a substantial amount of money.
Didn't he have a fight over there recently?
He may have.
I think he had it was either I think last year sometime he had a fight over there, like a little exhibition fight.
He may have. I'm not sure. I've heard a couple of things. I've heard somebody in his camp took a watch and Floyd agreed to pay it back, but the Dubai folks is like, the money is cool, but I want my jury back. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got money. You know what I'm saying? And the whole gist of it was like, going to what Bill said, you can play with us a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying? We just not gonna rock with you. We see what you doing with other folks. We're not gonna fuck with a snake, and I'm gonna call you out on it. But you Floyd, you know what I'm saying? We can't show too much. We're gonna look crazy.
Yep.
Gervonta called him out like, hey, you did some snake shit too. I'm not gonna fuck with you. You do that to some other folks in Dubai, it ain't just no, we not gonna fuck with you. No, we gonna fuck you up.
Yeah. And you can't do nothing. Listen, in Dubai, they little government system is much different. You can't do a lot of shit. You yell too loud, or they hear you cursing out loud, then you getting locked up.
Listen, man.
So yeah.
I mean, prayers to Floyd. I don't know what's going on with the boy. They say he been over there for a minute, at least for the past week, at a bare minimum. I don't know what he doing over there. They got him doing commercials and different language, all type of shit. Like literally just paying off his debt like he's a prisoner.
Talk about. Can't read, but he's saying something in a different language.
But they gave him the script. You know what I'm saying,
you can't read the script.
He sounded out. Whatever. I don't know what language. I don't know what language this. I just seen the boy on a commercial telling you, "Hey, call this number, do this, do that."
Oh yeah. Oh man, that man's really a prisoner over there, dog.
I just know that shit is hilarious, bro. Why is Floyd Mayweather a hostage
in Dubai
at 50 years old in Dubai?
Yo, you can't box your way out of this, man.
All that money shit you be doing over here don't mean nothing.
It's
a different type of money, Floyd.
Oh, they got money. That money looks.
And that's the thing, man. We Americans are arrogant, man. We just seen what happened to you, boy, A Boogie.
Ran the nigga out there, nigga maced that nigga. They maced that nigga, ran him down with the pole.
Listen, man. I don't know who. First of all, I don't know who A Boogie thinks he is anywhere in the world. I mean, your time, you're not who you thought you was. Let's keep it real.
Not anymore.
He's not hot like that.
Yeah, not at this point in time.
He's not hot. He dropped the EP nobody even knew about.
I love the EP.
Nobody knew about it though. Nobody mentioned it.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. He ain't like that no more. Boy losing the breakup. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, his girl's on. Yo,
losing the breakup, man. What's up with your boy A?
How you go about that when you losing the breakup and like, all right, you and your girl break up and it's like social media battles. How do you win? How do you win without looking like a cornball? Because as a man, I feel like there's certain things you can't really do to especially social media wise, without you looking real like.
You went by doing what Party did. Partisan Fontaine.
Oh yeah. Oh He gonna get you another one.
Follow that script. Bigger and better.
He gonna get you another one.
You gotta pick the right one though. It ain't just about how they look.
Yeah.
It's about the weight they hold in the game too.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? It's about what weight they hold in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when Party next door and Kyrie was going back and forth over Kalani?
Mm-hmm.
Then Kyrie showing off, then a happy committed relationship. Party like, hold on, this my hoe.
Yeah.
Oh, you doing all that shit? Called
that was some foul.
He did.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he posted up showing a little, you know what I'm saying, little little side profile in the bed, talking about enough of the shenanigans. Not Kyrie talking about some gotta make a public statement. You know what I'm saying? She cheated on him.
Yeah.
She cheated on him. Now Kalani's suicidal. Stop it.
Speaking of that, Kyrie ain't been the same since.
That's true.
He ain't been the same since. I mean, he's
hoopy now. Yeah. All this shit done grew out his hair.
Yeah.
Completely ain't no more Uncle Drew shit.
Nah.
It's over, man. Kalani is foul. That's how you lose the break.
See, that's what's funny. Women don't ever take accountability for what they be doing to some dudes right nowadays, man. I don't. Why do women take accountability?
What you wanted to say, man? What is the girl gonna say? I was wrong.
Yes. Yes. God damn it.
I can't see that happening.
I mean, we were just talking about Kyrie. You want to talk about these playoffs that have been happening, bro? Since we in sports.
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll get right into it.
Let's get into these NBA playoffs, man.
Let's get into these playoffs, man.
One series just ended, actually. So you want to talk about that first?
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to the real city, man. Atlanta's back. Rest in peace, Rico Wade, too. Thank you for all your contributions to the city of Atlanta and music as a whole.
His contribution to music is
Outkast, Dungeon Family, Organized Noise,
yep.
to Future. Thank you. Rest in peace, Rico Wade. Just wanted to do that real quick.
Definitely, I agree.
Back to Atlanta, man.
Anthony Ant-Man Edwards.
I can't believe it, man.
Minnesota versus Philly.
From Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the University of Georgia. They are not known for basketball.
At all.
Went out there, played 4-on-5, and busted their ass.
Still ain't get no
legendary
a bunch of
college
wins,
game. Legendary college game. Only 4 players on the court. Ant-Man dropping 40 in college.
Mm-hmm.
Mind y'all, I watched it live. He's different. He gets to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Rookie year, decent player. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of hype of other players going around at that time.
There was a lot more hype. Like him being picked at when he was picked at number 2.
Let me see. I don't know what.
He was picked at number 2 for Minnesota because I believe LaMelo Ball was number 1.
LaMelo Ball?
Yeah, he was in that same draft class. So, them going back to back, and he wasn't looked at as the player that he is now. He was like, with his game growing, it's kind of like, I know you don't like him, but
he went number 1.
He went number 1. Okay, so James Winston went.
James
Wiseman went number 2, and then LaMelo went 3.
Correct. So yeah, the most hype in this class was by far LaMelo Ball.
Definitely. By
far LaMelo Ball. You got James Wiseman, now supposed to be a big deal.
He was supposed to be a big deal.
And to be fair, it's an argument for who was the best out of this draft because you got Tyrese Halliburton in there too, at number 12.
Very true. And he's playing well.
It's definitely an argument because both their team won this. But cool. Let's get back to it.
Yeah. So Ant-Man has been hooping, busting their ass.
Yes. So much so that honestly, a lot of this can be, if you want to take another route, I'll get to that after the fact.
Oh, go ahead.
So Ant-Man, he comes in. They have been hyping him up the entire NBA season. Oh, he's the kid, the long lost son of Michael Jordan.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He got the athleticism, own shoe deal, fire shoe too.
It is actually. And I don't fuck with the Adidas, but them dresses hard.
I like the shoe.
Which is hard.
Changed the whole pulse of that team. You know what I'm saying? They were not very good in his first couple of years.
They were laughed at a point. They had arguably somebody talent-wise who should be one of the best big men in the league, but he plays like I can't say the word.
He is one of the better big men in the league.
But he don't play like it.
He's always been one of the best big men.
Yeah, but he don't play like it.
Since his rookie year, he's a 2010 player.
But he don't play like it.
2010 not playing like it?
Bro, they don't talk about him in the same kind of conversation with Joker and Embiid.
It's Joker. What you want him to say?
And Embiid.
He's the best player in the league.
And why don't talk about him with Embiid?
Embiid, he's supposed to be the second coming of Hakeem. You know how much hype he got that 76ers organization got?
I'm just saying.
It was supposed to be Magic and Kareem with Ben and Embiid.
And we seen what happened to Ben. Still ain't playing no fucking basketball. Soft ass.
I'm just saying, there's a reason. Cause, anyway, he went out and essentially he broke up another big three, man. And man was busting their ass, man. Really, to be honest, you gotta give credit to the whole team. Mike Conley, old as hell, he's still.
No, Mike Conley is. Mike Conley been hooping.
That whole team is best defensive team. I mean,
in the league.
Put some respect on Rudy Gobert too. Enough is enough, man. Put some respect on Rudy Gobert. Y'all want to talk about somebody that can contribute to a winning organization?
Soft ass Frenchman.
Tyson Chandler.
Yep, I agree.
Tyson Chandler was that. What's the other tall dude? Marcus Camby.
Yep.
It's a lot of dudes that ain't had no offensive skill that was holding down the defense. Dikembe Mutombo. It's enough of y'all making fun of these throwback players just because they ain't shooting threes like the rest of these bum ass.
I mean, you look at play like a Kenyon Martin.
That's what I'm saying. So it's enough of the Rudy Gobert hate. If we keeping it 100, a lot of y'all just hate because the boy getting M's and y'all think y'all better. I don't want to hear none of DeMarcus Cousins. Your ass ain't in the NBA no more. Take that shit to China, man.
He in Thailand.
Wherever he at, nigga. He ain't better than Rudy. What else? I couldn't tell last time I seen him in the league. That boy was coming off the bench for the Warriors looking trash. Looking useless.
That's all I hate.
Looking worse than JaVale McGee.
That's crazy. Alright. So yeah, Ant-Man put another KD big three out.
He did, man.
By dropping 40. He put one on KD head.
He did dunk it on his ass. Yeah, he sure did.
And so
posterized him.
In terms of he did. In terms of the face of the league, how you feel? Ant-Man has an argument.
I definitely think he has a argument. Depending on how this postseason closes out, he went up against a legendary player, a superstar borderline, and Devin Booker, and a star or used to be star Bradley Beal.
Yep.
And he did it in a game that Devin Booker dropped 49 points. So he basically outplayed him, and KD had 33 points. What can you say? I mean, at the end of the day, like I was about to get to, this is the second time Kevin Durant has been swept. I think after the first one, we kind of realized that everybody kind of accepted that he just wasn't the player that they wanted him to be. They tried to compare him to LeBron. It's just not there.
No, it's definitely not.
It's not there, and I think it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's been one player that has been legitimately that good in the NBA the last 20 years, and that's LeBron, and it's the rest of these guys. You can throw in Steph, but Steph, that supporting cast has a lot to say about that. You know what I'm saying? The Clays and Draymonds, and when Clay ain't performing.
I mean, at this point, KD is the supporting cast of Steph as well.
That's facts. That's facts too.
So I mean, we can understand. We can say that KD isn't. I've said this before. KD and we've seen why he went to the Warriors. KD does not want to lead a team. KD does not want to be the player that has to lead. I'm okay with being the number two, but when you can't be a number two when none of the other guys on your team is a number one.
Yeah.
You know, Devin Booker is not number one.
Never.
Bradley Beal is not a number one. You know,
a lot of injuries from Bradley Beal.
A lot of injuries. Yeah. So I mean, with the player that he was, he's no longer that. So you know, and Phoenix ain't have a point guard either to put them into place.
I mean, when they did, they still lost. So what are we saying?
Well, they didn't have a point guard with them three.
Not with them three, no.
Yeah, yes. But so like you said, KD isn't that guy. Don't get me wrong. He's a Hall of Famer. He's going to go down
as
one of the greatest scorers ever. But you know, in terms of just straight being able to take a team over the top and being the guy to lead the team to victory every time and just going out there and putting the team on your back, that's not what he does. It's
not what he does, and he hasn't done that for a long time. If ever, one could argue that the main figure on that first run of success was Russell Westbrook.
Yep.
Even though he wasn't the best player, KD needs that type of player that kind of bears the load for the responsibility of like
everything.
The
wins and losses, the criticism, all of that. And I feel like that weighs heavy more than, you know, just going out there and just shooting.
Yeah, the leadership. And I don't want to question his leadership. I'm just saying, at least from what we've seen, he does well when he's the second guy that's like he likes to defer. Yeah. Essentially.
When he just has to go out there when there's no pressure, all you gotta do is go out there and just shoot.
Right, yeah.
You don't have to go in there and just say, hey, yo, I give the energy and tell you guys what to do, put guys in place, just all of that comes with being a leader. He's like, hey, let's cut some of that out and let me just do this.
Which makes sense why him and Kyrie want to team up, because they have that same exact quality. Kyrie is great when he is not the main guy. He cannot be the main guy on the team. You know what I'm saying? He don't got that AI quality.
Yeah.
But if you give him somebody that you can arguably say he's better than, but he's not definitively better than, that can be the main dude, handle the wins and loss of the burden, and you just let him go score, oh my God.
Yeah.
Same thing with KD.
Yeah.
Same thing with KD. Them guys
they
like,
put up 40 and they sleep.
In that situation, they are arguably two of the best players of all time.
Yeah.
Like, just it's skill set, scoring wise, there's nothing you could do with it.
Yeah, all right.
You know you could do it.
But like Ant-Man, I like Ant-Man a lot for not just his ability to play, because I mean we talked about this one time. I don't see Ant-Man with just like a crazy handle. And the way he just his ability to score is Jordan-esque. Jordan didn't have a crazy handle.
Well, let me switch that. They do have handles. They do not have a crossover.
Like a crossover,
They cannot lose nobody. They have to blow past people.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
You saw what he did to get that dunk over?
Yes.
And then now he just looked and
just a quick first
just
step.
go past you. But Ant-Man, I like more so than anything, I like his personality. It's like he wants to go out there and win. I think he likes the pressure of saying like, yo, I'm him. He likes that. And not only that, you look at him in post game, and he's just free.
Facts.
You know, he just has a spirit. He has a spirit of an Atlanta nigga for real. He is a true Atlanta nigga for real.
He's a star, man. That's just the bottom line. He's a star player. To be honest,
I want him out of Minnesota.
No, never. He has to stay in Minnesota for at least till he's 25, at least till he's well established. You gotta have that KG to get that type of legend, man.
Yeah.
Because you know how many stars have been seen this early in their career, and by 28, 30.
Oh yeah, it's a long day, Paul George.
You know what I'm saying? It's several players. DeMar DeRozan. I mean, we can keep going. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, we gotta be honest, man. I love Ant-Man. I love everything he represents. I feel like he's authentic, transparent, super Atlanta. Gotta love the culture, everything he brings, and he's delivering. The biggest reason for his ascension is Ja Morant. It's Ja Morant's his issues off the court and that injury. We already had the face of the league.
Okay.
It was Ja Morant.
I still think Ant-Man makes a case simply just for he still has to play. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ja Morant would have played. Ja Morant, whatever he would have done with the team, but I think Ant-Man would have still been there the way he's been playing.
We don't know. That's what I'm saying. We can think that, but we don't know.
Well, I'm just saying this. He's been playing, and he's been holding up his end of the bargain of just playing. Just rather just in personality or anything. He's actually been on the court and he's been playing, and he's been playing well.
I'll put it like this, man. Ja Morant had that 25-game suspension, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first game Ja Morant came back in his return to the NBA.
He hit a game winner.
He dropped 30 and hit a game winner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
The lights were bright too.
Everything
he came back hooping.
Everything you can say about Ant-Man is everything that has been said about Ja Morant.
Yeah.
Talk about personality, influence.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about people, the kids want to dance like him.
Mm-hmm.
The kids want to wear shoes, want to with the grill, want to listen to NBA. Everything about Ja Morant was associated with the youth and the next part of the game. The only comparison was Derrick Rose. And when you talk about Derrick Rose, you talking about one of the most impactful. Anybody that was around that era when Derrick Rose was playing, every NBA player said it was nothing nobody could do.
Nobody could do with him. Yeah.
They said he was the most
athletic,
the most terrifying person to guard in the NBA was Derrick Rose. And he was doing this against the monsters in the East at that time. You get Ja Morant, and you talk about a terrible Grizzlies organization that he makes a contender almost immediately. And when we talk about the introduction of the playing game, what he did to Steph Curry.
Oh, the way he put that boy in the blender.
All I'm going to say is a lot of the attention Ant-Man is getting would be split
Yeah.
Ja Morant.
I agree with that.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That would have been a hell of a playoff matchup.
And I think Ja Morant's a better player. I think Ja Morant is more proven.
I can't say that right now. You seen what's happening right now.
This is Minnesota's first time in the playoffs. They were celebrating the play-in when was it last year when Pat Bev was on.
No. That's Pat Bev celebrating.
I'm just saying, Ant-Man was on that team, no?
Yeah, Pat Bev was crying.
The whole team was crying.
No, Ant-Man wasn't.
What I'm saying, when they was talking about the Memphis Grizzlies and Ja Morant, they was talking about possible championship appearances.
Yeah, they wasn't talking about that with Minnesota. You're right. I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
And it's not like the talent level in the teams is so drastically different. It's very similarly a lot of defense and grit, a lot of young swag, a lot of chirping with the Memphis Grizzlies. The Timberwolves is mostly Ant-Man doing all that.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. But shout out to Ant-Man too. I just thought that's something that needed to be brought to attention because how quickly we forget how dominant Ja Morant.
Oh no, I can't wait till he come back next season.
And you talking about a dude that had a questionable 3-pointer.
Yeah, very much so.
He talking about a dude that hit 2-3 threes in a row in the first half, and he talking to James Harden like, somebody better tell this nigga who I am.
He was.
That's all I'm saying. You talking about a different type of dude, a different type of star quality.
Yeah, I love the confidence though.
Oh yeah, I think. See, it was maybe 2-3 years ago when folks was like, man, the NBA's in trouble. All the old guys. They heading out the league and we don't know who's gonna carry this league. Mm-hmm. I think we have our answer now.
We have a few answers.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of these guys took Shai Gilgeous took the next step. Mm-hmm. Tyrese Halliburton to the next step. Wembanyama came in killing.
I mean, you know what Luka been doing.
Yeah,
so you know.
We know what Luka been doing. Jokic, he's only 28.
Yeah, people forget that. He's only 28. So I mean, who knows what's going on with the boys in the East? We don't know what Jason Tatum over there doing or saying.
They got a dominant team.
They do. But he's not showing that he wants to be the face of the league.
Jalen Brunson.
So we gonna get to my Knicks?
Let's get to him, man.
To the fucking Knicks, man. We about to go ahead and get Philly the fuck up out of here. The Knicks finished 2nd seed. Philly, because of Joel Embiid, finished 7th seed. We have a 3-1 lead on Philly right now, thanks to Jalen Brunson dropping 47 on these niggas' head. Kelly Oubre is having nightmares about him right now. Oh my gosh, he put that boy in the blender.
Kelly Oubre is trash, bro. Don't brag on Kelly Oubre.
Kelly Oubre was brought in there for a 3-and-D.
He's trash, though. Let's keep it real.
So that's what he was brought in there for.
Right, I'm just saying he's trash.
Tobias Harris.
Tyrese Harris been overrated.
Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey is good.
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey been cooking too. So
he has been cooking, but he ain't doing the same thing with Jalen Brunson doing.
I mean, you got to share the ball with Embiid. What you want him to do? It ain't his team. It's Jalen Brunson's team.
You're right. Well, it was Julius Randle.
Because we know what Tyrese Maxey averaging.
Yeah, he been hooping.
Saying he been busting y'all ass.
That nigga fast as hell.
All right then. So don't talk about
nobody can stay in front of that.
Don't bring his name up in this call. You better talk about Kyle Lowry or somebody. Don't bring up Tyrese Maxey.
I'm talking about whoever's guarding Jalen Brunson.
Talk about who guarding Tyrese.
We don't give a fuck about that. They losing.
It ain't his fault.
They losing.
It ain't his fault.
Fucking bums.
That's Joel's fault, man.
Yeah, man. So you want to give praise to my boy Jalen?
Yeah, man. Arguably the best player in the East.
Arguably one of the best one of the best off-season signings in a really long time.
It's not saying much, though. Don't mean nothing. Because at the end of the day, the Knicks are in the same exact position y'all been in for the last 10 years.
No. We was 4 or 5 seed.
Y'all still in the first round. That's my point.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm saying. Let's
not
not saying much right now. Y'all just hyping it because it feels different when the New Yorks are doing good in basketball.
It does.
We've seen this story before. Y'all been to damn near the conference finals when Melo and them was here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all losing to the better players. Let's keep it real. Y'all don't want to see y'all ain't no contenders. Y'all got no chance of winning unless an injury happens. We've seen crazier things. But come on, man. As soon as y'all see Boston and Indiana, something like that.
Oh, no. Indiana, we can beat Indiana.
Okay.
We can beat Indiana.
You said that about the Hawks too, right?
Yeah, we should beat the Hawks.
Okay.
They just went on a little run.
That's my point.
Yeah, this is a little fuckery.
That's my point.
Injuries.
Indiana looking like they primed for a run too.
They playing against a hurt Bucks.
The Bucks ain't been good all year.
They were good until they fired Adrian Griffin. And
it's facts.
And
It's
then
facts.
Doc came in there and fucked everything up.
So that's not saying much. It ain't like...
And they hurt.
Okay.
And they hurt.
They was losing when they was healthy. What's your point?
They won a game. Shout out to the Knicks, though. So, what your Lakers gonna do, bro?
Gonna make history, man. Lakers been looking good the entire series. Just play it here and there.
Davis do not want to score in the fourth quarter.
They got to give him the ball. They got to play through him. That's just bad coaching, but it's all good. It's one game at a time. One team got swept. We did not. You know what I'm saying? It's simple as that. When you got Brian, you got 80, you got a chance at the end of the day. We done beat the Nuggets before. This is the third time we played this Jokic team. It's the third time. Bust their ass in the bubble after they was making history back to back. After they made history back to back.
Jamal Murray was out there going crazy.
3-1 and all that. So let's keep this in mind. We already bust their ass. That duo they hyping up, we already bust their ass.
Yeah, that was before. And
the series is tied 2-2.
What happened last year?
They won, and they just got their lick back. We already got a ring on their head. They got their ring back. Cool. We gonna see what happens this time. That's all I'm saying. And mind you, our team been injured all season. We've been injured all year. We got an injured starter right now. And we still winning. Let's get to it, man.
Y'all just really not that good, and y'all coach sucks.
Injuries, man.
Y'all coach is just
injuries.
Yo, did you watch that Clippers and Mavs game?
I did. Beautiful basketball. Shout out to James Harden, number one.
James Harden showing at Houston time again.
Yes. Unstoppable.
Paul George, to me, showed he is... We talk about KD's not that guy. Paul George isn't either.
But he's not even on that tier. You know what I'm saying? He's an elite player. He's not a great. He's not a GOAT.
Yeah, but did you see? You watched the game, right?
I did.
Did you see how he ran from the ball all fourth quarter, pretty much, until that jump shot they gave to him?
That one shot is all they needed.
Yeah, that's all he needed. But he ran from that ball.
Got James Harden on the team, bro.
We never talk about James Harden in the playoffs.
That's not true.
No, we do talk about him. He just be trash in the playoffs.
He dropped 40 last season in the playoffs.
In a one win.
Hey,
and that's it. He was trash ever since.
Ain't gonna talk about what he was doing in Brooklyn for that injury.
Oh, he was. And
I'm just
saying. He still lost.
I'm just saying.
He don't win in the playoffs.
Because he got hurt, right?
He don't win in the playoffs.
I'm just saying.
He don't win in the playoffs.
We ain't gonna act like James Harden's not James Harden.
You're right.
Because whenever Kawhi not playing and them two got to step up, it's a different game.
You're right.
But what we do need to address is your boy Westbrook and his nutty behavior. Talk about your mans, dog. All
he did was, it's playoffs. He put a hard foul on him. And they want to get a little aggressive. Don't touch me.
The crazy thing about this, Westbrook fans went on a rampage defending everything for like the last 3 to 4 years. All of his games, all of his actions. He gets to the Clippers and nobody gives a fuck about Westbrook all of a sudden. That lets you know we had a role player. We had a role player that we was counting as a big three. A starting point guard we was expecting to help us go to the championship. That bum-ass knucklehead we had as a big three with expectations to win.
Westbrook was a superstar.
He was a role player.
Westbrook was a superstar.
What is he right now?
He's now a role player.
How much is he getting in his contracts?
Like $8 million.
He's a role player, and that's what the fuck he should have been.
Now he's...
What happened when we moved him to the bench, man?
Nothing. I was still trash.
What happened when we moved him to the bench?
I don't recall.
He became a bench player for the rest of his career. That's what happened.
It happens. It happens, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga trash.
Sometimes that happens, man.
I don't want to hear nothing about Westbrook.
That's fucked up.
As a matter of fact, we're not hearing no more about Westbrook anymore.
Can we talk more about the Clippers, though?
Go ahead.
Did you see that they have an FX series on Donald Sterling and the Clippers?
They do.
Coming out. Did you see the trailer?
I did.
Thoughts?
I actually didn't watch it like that. I saw a nigga.
Go ahead.
I saw a nigga that was 5'9" playing Chris Paul, and I saw a nigga from Insecure playing Blake Griffin. I saw enough. I seen some.
No. He wasn't playing Blake Griffin. I think he was playing Matt Barnes.
That's nasty too. That's nasty too. I seen a nigga with fucking R. Kelly braids playing DeAndre
Jordan. Did you see that? No, he had the R. Kelly wig on.
That shit was disgusting. Hey, and this is FX. This is so I know they did this on purpose. That shit is hilarious, man. Shout out to
FX does nothing but drop quality shows.
Nothing but drop
shout out to Sobo.
Shout out to Show, man. Shit is amazing.
I haven't watched it yet. I heard that shit was good.
That shit is fine.
So I actually think it's gonna be a good show. I'm ready to see it. You got Lawrence Fishburne being Doc Rivers. If y'all don't know, a few years ago, I believe was it 15, 16, Donald Sterling, the previous owner of the Clippers, was caught on tape with his what do you call those? His mistress, his black mistress, saying some awful things about saying he don't want to see anybody see her with those black guys. Don't bring those black people to my game. Some real racist things, and he was forced to sell the team.
He was. And
now, now they got a show about it.
That was quick, FX.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got the rights for that because all these niggas are still around. All these players. Some of these niggas still in the league, man.
No, literally.
I can't.
DeAndre Jordan's still in the league.
I don't know how that P Valley they got that Chris Paul role, and I don't know who gave him that audition, but shout out to his agent because that shit is hilarious. The last role we known him for was a gay dude.
A gay dude.
Now he's playing Chris Paul, a superstar point guard, Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Nigga got no handles.
Yo.
Nigga got no handles.
That shit don't look real.
And it cannot hold. He don't look shit like Chris Paul.
At all.
He don't look nothing like
this nigga hair too dark too, nigga.
He's
cut that shit
too
down a
dark
little bit more,
himself. Man, listen, bro.
Oh, they probably gonna do how they did with like Showtime. They gonna have real basketball players come in and like do the handling and shit.
They might do that HBO shit.
Yeah, because there's no way he go out there and start doing that.
They could have just got some no names and paired them that actually look like the guys. They got some folks that people recognize.
Yeah, like actual actors.
FX. Come on, I fuck with the Doc Rivers casting.
Lawrence Fishburne? Yeah, I think that's spot on.
I need to hear how his voice gonna be though. For real,
that's important.
Doc Rivers' voice is crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's like
and I hope they show Austin Rivers somewhere in that motherfucker. They gotta have Austin Rivers on that because I need to see that son-father interaction.
So who gonna be Austin Rivers? They should let me play Austin Rivers.
Put Chris Brown in some shit. As I be honest with you, Chris Brown who?
He can't. Hold on. You know how nut of a fucking show that would be if they just put Chris Brown in there?
It should be amazing.
Do you think he's gonna die like he did in Stomp the Yard real quick?
I would kill him. Off for sure.
Yeah, you got to. You got to. He can't even make it realistic no more. That kill him off.
In any movie he has to die. Never after that shit. He set the standard.
Only 10 minutes.
You're dying, bro. You get 10 minutes per film. Yada it.
Oh man.
Alright, let's go. Quick commercial break and close it out. Kanye verse, man. I like that remix. Fire.
Get on that music, man. Kanye dropped a remix to Like That.
Yeah.
I think the verse is trash, but
the verse wasn't trash.
It was kind of trash, but lyrically, the verse is trash to me.
It wasn't lyrically trash either.
However, what he did to that beat,
the song itself was hard, bro. Stop it. The whole shit was fire.
Yeah, what he did to that beat was insane. I could listen to that shit 14 times a day. Literally.
Shit's phenomenal, man. It's the GOAT, man. What you want us to say about it, man? What do we need to speak on? In there cooking in his verse, he addressed all the recent shit he said lately. You know what I'm saying? He addressed the beef. Like, what more do you want?
He just wanted to hop in?
What more do you want? Because it ain't like the original verse on the song by Future is the hardest bars of all time.
No, that shit was just cool, though. It's
Future.
Future.
Same thing with Ye.
Ye's a better rapper than that. Well, as of late, okay, I take that back. Yeah, Ye ain't been real rapping in a long time.
Call Lucien as your masters. Man, come on, that shit is horrible.
Oh, that actually wasn't bad. He said Drake had a rich baby daddy, which is hilarious.
That
That shit's hilarious as fuck.
Lifetime deal. I feel bad for niggas. Come on, man, this shit is hard.
So, will you address that Kendrick hasn't responded?
Oh yeah, I think Kendrick has handled the beef about as well as anybody else in the beef. Future aside from Future. You know what I'm saying? These guys, it turned into a clown show immediately. Like this is what happens when you beef with corny dudes, man. The reason Meek Mill lost because he a corny nigga. He's corny. Who else Drake got into beef with? Outside of the Meek Mill and the Pusha T, because we know what Pusha T did. There's no need to address him. Pusha T cooked that nigga.
I mean, that's really it. That was notable. I mean, he had his little Chris Brown beef.
Chris Paul. I'm not Chris Paul.
Chris Paul.
Chris Brown, yeah.
Threw a bottle, hit Tony Parker. I mean, you know, that wasn't really much. But if you're talking about just like rap beef.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I mean, I don't know I honestly don't expect anything from Kendrick, and I hope he does not respond just because this nigga's corny, bro. He don't even deserve the luxury of getting into an all-time great battle with you. He had the chance and he got fucking cooked, like smoked.
When?
Pushing.
See, I'm excluding that right now. Not excluding that from Drake. I'm talking about I'm excluding that from this conversation because I feel like, you know, since Kendrick has been like kind of, you know, jabbing and shooting at Drake the whole time.
And 2 legendary verses back to back might have had you.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Smoking shit.
Yeah, literally. I mean, you go back to the Control verse, to any other verse that he's had, you know.
Monumental moments.
Yeah, so with that being said, I feel like because he has responded, I feel like Kendrick should at that point in time kind of put shit to bed and, hey, let me go ahead.
I think he already did, to be honest with you.
I have Kendrick like kind of losing right now. Because in a moment I did, like when Drake initially dropped the little push-up joint, I was like, you know what, it ain't even out, yeah, whatever. Kendrick joint is still a little harder. But because of the time frame and he didn't respond, he hasn't responded, you know, I'm like, all right, Kendrick, you know, you've been pushing, you've been dropping these verses over a 10-year period. Could have said one more. If you would just dropped one more, cool. Put that shit to bed, whatever. I don't know. I think Future did all his dissing in 2 albums. I felt Future did all his dissing in 2 albums. Him and Metro, they did all his dissing in their 2 albums, and they said what they said, and that's it. But Kendrick, I felt that should have been a back and forth a little bit more. That's what I wanted. You know, if I'm gonna get rap out of it, don't get me wrong. I get you with the little corny thing. Drake is a corny dude. I don't want to see you on Instagram. I don't want to see that shit, bro. If you gonna do music, just do the music and keep it at that. But since there was music involved, I feel like Kendrick should have said, just, you know, dropped one more and just kind of let it out there instead of dropping a project on the PG lane that the fucking site don't work. That shit was that shit just stopped working.
I thought it was a hard way to drop some music, but it was like,
you didn't have the website together, so
like that shit together. I think he actually took it down like an hour anyway.
Okay, yeah, obviously because that shit broke.
Yeah, it crashed the site, man, and everybody was rushing to hear this shit. It had Andre 3000 feature, all type of shit.
Really?
Yeah, Brent Fayez, a lot of niggas on there. That shit was crazy. The first song I heard like 45 seconds. Shit was hard, but hey, that's what that. But I mean, shit. Yeah, I think Kendrick has been smoking shit. He's the only person outside of J. Cole that has just been dropping verses and they have been monumental moments. So
I agree.
Even if it's a feature, even if it's his own song. So when you talk about jabbing, it's not like he's jabbing. He's smoking these niggas, and he's been open to challenges the entire time.
Well,
so when you get a response finally after 10 years or so, and it's some trash shit talking about I wear a size 7 shoe.
That shit's funny. It is corny. No, when I say funny, it's the corny funny. Like, all right, really, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I don't respect that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's no reason to respond. That's how I take it. It's like the responses were so weak, and like it made it nasty. It made the battle not. It's like when Daylight be going up there playing in the battle raps. That's what it feels like.
Okay.
Like you in here trolling, dog. I'm in here trying to smoke your boots, and you on some like, oh, come on, bro. I don't want to book a battle with this nigga no more.
Okay,
that's how
I can see what you're saying. I can see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, but in that same sentiment, I feel like it could be that other way around where I troll to see what else you got, because Kendrick has been smoking it, but Kendrick hasn't done what what Push did, where I just straight directly get a diss track and I diss you top to bottom and air out whatever. Kendrick has been like just putting out crazy verses that I am dissing you, but it ain't just straight like, you know, every bar is just aimed at you, just dissing you completely.
But Drake also has never done that. The same thing he did. So he had two direct songs towards Meek Mill. One was more direct than the other, back to back, and then he had the song directly going at Pusha T. Well, technically, let me retract that. That shit was more towards Kanye than Pusha T.
Even that W freestyle was hard, but I mean, it still.
But it still was. Yeah. You know, the responses aimed towards that camp directly.
Yeah.
Drake's push-up song was like some catchy trying to be a hit addressing everybody.
He did.
Diss.
Yeah. But then he did the tailor-made.
And then he did the tailor-made and he took it down. Just like J. Cole took his fucking record down, man. Any of these niggas playing with King Kendrick, King Kunta, Kung Fu Kenny, they taking they shit off the fucking internet.
I think he took that down
because he should never did it. That's why.
No. This dumbass gonna use. Why you ain't calling nobody for the Tupac joint, bro?
Niggas is trash, man. That's what I'm saying, man. When he starts saying all this boogeyman shit, this is what he talking about. Look at the results of what happened when you get into a battle.
Really quick, you listen to that tailor-made freestyle?
Yeah, I heard it.
What's your thoughts? Not Drake part, but like the Tupac part.
Nigga's corny, man. He's a weirdo. We've been saying this though. That's some Pusha T set the tone, man. Everything, and that's why I want people to take the time. I need y'all to do some homework.
Okay.
When y'all go back and listen to Pusha T's The Story of Adidon, listen to what the song is about. Listen to the words. There's no wasted bars in that song.
He's cosplaying.
What Pusha T did was challenge the integrity of this man that y'all are saying is one of the greatest rappers ever. Cause he's saying, who the fuck is this nigga? Who? What does he represent? What is your purpose here? Who let you win? Look at where you came from. Look at your dad. Look at your mom. Why are we to take anything you doing serious, nigga? That's what type of nigga that Drake is. Why are we to take? But listen, we can go through the vault, man. All these superstars, they got old recordings. You know, the throwback VHSs, what them shit called, camcorders. They got footage of all this shit, man. We seen what the fuck Lil Wayne was doing when he was like 10, 11 years old. He was in New Orleans with Baby, fucking rain raps and shit. We seen what the fuck 50 Cent was doing. Niggas in the street selling crack. You know what I'm saying?
Boxing niggas.
You know what I'm saying? We seen Outkast in high school, Tri-Cities doing fucking talent shows, rapping and shit.
Right.
We go to Drake. We seen this nigga at a bar mitzvahs. We seen this nigga with a group of white people saying this is how you change your lingo to talk to black people. We see too many things. We see this nigga doing blackface.
Blackface is crazy.
Like so,
how you like black and do blackface?
And that's my thing. So the same thing. We seen this same shit before. When niggas was beefing with Dr. Dre, you know what they did? They went back and see, oh nigga, you was on the cover of this with your ass out with the glitter face, and that's what I'm saying. That's what we go back and look at the history. We go back and look at the history.
They do.
So that's all I'm saying.
That's why niggas ain't beef for Ice Cube.
When I was selling weight back in 88, you was a ballerina. I got your pictures. I seen you. And that's all my point. So listen, man, we could talk about the greatest rappers of all time, the most successful rappers of all time. We can talk all this shit. The history of beef is pulling a nigga's card.
Yeah.
That's history of beef.
That success part gets out of here once you start going into the beef part. You know, I agree with that. You know, all that money that you have and this and that don't really play a part when it comes to like beefing. Like now I'm gonna pull who you are and I'm put it on the track and let you know.
That's the entire history. We go to the three greatest diss tracks of all time. Fucking Ether. What's the nigga talking about, Jay-Z, man? With you 36 in the karate class, you tough all of a sudden, nigga, I know you was running through the building. Nigga, knock it off. Y'all got y'all name from a white gay nigga, Rockefeller. Stop it, man. Stop it. Blueprint was another nigga's album. He stole your whole swag from Jazzo. That's what he told him, correct?
Yeah, he did.
That's what he told him.
He did.
We talking about Tupac hit him up. You a play ass nigga, but your wife out here getting fucked. Which one is it, man? Which one is it, dog? So that's what I'm saying. You want to go to Takeover? We just quoted that line. We just quoted that line. What Tupac said, I'm gonna hit him up. Mob D, ain't one of you niggas sick? Y'all want to have beef with me?
He's got sickle cell.
Y'all want to have beef with me and your niggas' health is not even in order to go to war with somebody like me?
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all talking about?
But hold on. But to that point, right? You look at somebody. You look at people like Kendrick and like Pusha T, right?
Yeah.
And you look at the history of how beefs were. They come from that part of school of rap and that whole lineage of that. You know, you got Kendrick on the West Coast. We know what the beef been like. You know, he's crowned the king of the West Coast for a long time. You even had somebody like who don't want to give props to anybody, like The Game, say, "Hey, him."
Facts.
You know, and we know we've seen The Game.
And we've seen 50 Cent pull a Game card so many times.
Yeah, and the game's still out here running around like he's a fucking nut. And so, you know, and then you have somebody like Pusha T. We already know where Pusha T came from. And so, you know, that whole part of it. Drake, he just happened to he was rapping on Degrassi.
Bruh.
And you just happened to get signed with Wayne. But if you go back to early Drake songs, besides him rapping, he was singing.
Singing, lover boy ass, insecure dude, and that's the thing, man.
So, if you want to go back to whatever song it was on his last album, For All the Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
And when he was like, you know, I wasn't a gangster until now. To me, that says a lot. That says a lot. That tells us where you at.
I agree, but again, like I said, this is only my perspective on it. A nigga that you listen, cool. Let's put all that to the side. You know what I'm saying? You're in a position now because a lot of people made that argument about Tupac, but the difference between Tupac and Drake is Tupac actually is from the street. He had his background. His mom's crap, Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. He's from the streets. And he's a great actor because he went to acting school.
I mean,
you know
and regardless of that, Tupac was still out here acting a fucking nut.
Exactly. It don't even matter what he was never no punk. He was always down to fight. He was shoot, and we're not glorifying that. We're just saying when he raps about that type of stuff, that's actually who he was. Whether he became that, mind you, nigga was 25 when he died.
Yeah, no, literally.
So this ain't no damn near 40-year-old talking about I just became a gangster at 30. It's definitely some experiences you can have being around them death row niggas in them New York streets.
Yeah,
that can make you turn into a different type of dude. Now, I mean, we can understand that. So let's keep that. Let's push that aside. Drake, I don't know what the fuck you could possibly experience in your tenure because you've been damn near at the top of the rap game since you came out. Yeah. So what
Wayne got locked up in 2009? In 2010, you dropped Take Care.
You had nothing but success, and riches, and wealth this entire time. So I don't, and you come from an acting background in a musical. I don't know, whatever, man. Let's keep it moving, man. All that aside, when a nigga like Kendrick Lamar, like you said, has been jabbing, doing these monumental verses, and saying I'm better than the rest of these niggas they talking about, not only because I'm successful in music and I can rap, I sell a lot of records, and I'm also representing a specific place. Every time J. Cole rap, I'm talking for the people in my hometown, Fayetteville, Fayetteville, what they call it, Fayetteville's finest. All my albums have a story about somebody from that area. I'm not just making up shit.
Yeah, no, literally.
I'm talking about real experiences. Same thing with Kendrick. I'm talking about a community called Compton, and this is what I represent. I feel guilty that a lot of people I came up with, they didn't make it to where I'm from. And I did not help. I couldn't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? My uncle's doing this. My cousin's doing this. These niggas game beggars. The nigga that signed me almost killed my dad. Like it's a different type of authenticity attached to it. So when I want to rap and I'm rapping what I'm talking about, and the nigga that I'm calling out is talking about shoe size and how many records he sold, and nobody can fuck with me because I got more money than everybody. My brother, what you are doing is representing yourself as the Jewish white man you are. That's saying, I control everything. I am the industry. And the whole reason hip-hop even came about was a rebellion against the industry and wanting to represent what life was really like outside of these pearly gates and these white fences and all this fluffy shit that nobody was shedding a light on.
You have a point.
Broken glass everywhere. Come on, man. So all I'm saying is it's always gonna be, you can call it jealousy, you can call it whatever, it's always gonna be a different type of vigor is a vitriol towards this nigga Drake when somebody from Kendrick is a success story and you trying to make it seem like my career doesn't match up to yours. Nigga, you know where I'm from. It's the same shit what Dame was talking about. He's talking about, bro, I might never win a championship. I already won. You know what? You know what my background is.
I was doing? Yeah.
Like, what are y'all talking about? Don't try to compare me to these other dudes because they in fortunate situations.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
And I'm not saying it's valid. Everybody don't look at it that way. I'm just saying a nigga that's that. You talking about one of the greatest rappers ever. Like, we ain't talking about this ain't in relation to Dame because Dame is not. He's not going to be Magic. He's not going to be those guys. But when a nigga like AI come up there speaking,
yeah, listen,
you can't say nothing to me.
Yeah.
about nothing in no NBA, dog.
The fact that I made it here, I already hit a little. I hit a peak that I shouldn't have hit already.
Listen, man.
So I mean, yeah, I agree with you on that one. I see now. I see what you're saying in regards to that, because like, and again, Drake has nothing to pull from. Now. You hear a bunch of stories about the people he may be with, but at this point, I'm starting to think that they became around you once you got rich. I don't know if because the same way, like we know Kendrick, but you look at it, J. Cole. J. Cole talks about all my people I grew up with. Them niggas out here doing whatever. I'm looking up to these niggas that's doing this, and they like, hey, right. But you good at this. You should stay over here. Drake, you look like you talk about your friends in a really adult 40-year-old age at this point. Like your friends just became cool with you 3 years ago. Yeah, I gotta hit her. Yeah, I mean, cause you paying that nigga.
And stop doing that shit cause you friends with Thug and 21 like you finna call the Bloods or you finna call the stop doing that, bro. Stop doing that, dog. That's nasty. That's disgusting. Leave it to this half Jewish man to push this gang agenda at the most successful point in his career.
Oh, he ganged up too.
Like what y'all talking about, bro? Leave it to him, bro.
He slaughtered gang, he slime, he everything.
Nigga's a disgrace to the hip hop community, bro. He's disgusting, bro.
See,
it's disgusting, bro.
You know what? When I think about it, I can see why a nigga like Future don't fuck with him. Because I take it back from the Kendrick because it's been beefing whatever for a minute, but where Future starts to kind of like disassociate yourself with him, like because I am from that, and now you're just using it. You're almost like you're appropriating shit.
Exactly.
Literally, like I was really out here selling drugs. You want to talk about it? No, stop. This whole my boy Thug is on trial. You over here sliming everything up, but my boy's on trial for that shit.
Yeah.
21 is like, man, I done passed all of that. I'm just not gonna hop on no tracks with you.
You taking this culture and you selling it as if this is something.
He's glorifying it.
He is.
He's glorifying it.
He is.
I could either look back, like I know you didn't like his album, but you look back at like 21 Savage over the past few years has been saying like, hey, yeah. I'm not glorifying this shit. This is just what happened that I've went through.
What's that shit? Letter of Thug or some shit he was talking about?
Yeah, Letter of Thug.
Yeah.
Or to my brother, I think.
Letter to my brother, yeah.
I mean, between that and then I think it's like that. I think it's like Dark Days, something with Mariah the Scientist on his joint. It's like, I'm no longer glorifying this shit. This shit is not cool. My boys are locked up. I got niggas dead out here. I'm still crying about that shit. My brother died, and this nigga.
Bro, listen to the name of his album, bro. American Dream, bro. A foreign nigga come over here and everything he went through. Like this nigga wants to change every aspect of that negativity. And this the dude you trying to associate yourself with talking about we slaughter gang, we kill nigga. Like this nigga is a disgrace. He is a disgrace. And trust me, this ain't limited to just Drake. We just talking about this the beef between.
This is the beef right now.
The beef between Kendrick. Just look at what I'm saying. Just look at the difference in their careers, bro. That's all I'm saying. He does not deserve to engage in a battle in one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Well, see,
simply because what he represents and simply because what Drake is going to turn it into.
I'm still a rap fan. I just want to hear like bars.
It's deeper than that, man.
No, you're right, but I'm going to be surface level right now. I want to hear bars. God damn it. Kanye, drop on another track, dog.
Tell him respond to Pusha T, man. He had a chance to give every bar of all time, and guess what? And this what it makes it even worse.
I think if Pusha T has to respond back to him right now, I think his career is going to be in jeopardy. Well, his career, it is what it is. He's not going to allow Pusha T to drop that shit. Whatever connection he got, he going to try to get that shit removed.
But that's my point. So this is why I'm slick disgusted with a lot of these rap fans that saying Kendrick losing and all this, and Kendrick got to respond. He ain't saying nothing. My brother, the last time Drake had a rap beef, 2018. Mm-hmm. Pusha T dropped his song, correct? Mm-hmm. And Drake did not respond. Cool. He did not respond, had his reasonings, whatever.
No. Can you explain it?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm about to go. Drake took the time to explain why he did not respond. That's the misstep right there, and that's why this applies to this situation now. He said he got a call from Jay Prince and said, don't even engage in this because it's going to go to a place that we cannot return from. It's going to get messy. It's going to get more serious, and you don't need to put yourself in that position. You're too big. You know what I'm saying? You're too important. Da da da. So if that's all it took for you to stop a rap beef, mind you, like you said, it's just bars. Pusha T and Drake these niggas don't know each other. Drake knows Kanye.
Yeah.
Pusha T won't fuck with Drake. He never did. Even this nigga like 10 years prior to that. This him and Lil Wayne. They don't fuck with each other. None of that.
This all Young
The
Money.
Clips Ben ain't like the Young Money. So cool.
That's been like since like 06, 08.
Yeah, some shit like that. So if that is your standard of rap beef and where it can go and how serious it can go, why would you try to antagonize a dude that's been just trying to rap with you for like the last 10 years into something more serious than it could be? You bringing up dead Tupac to antagonize Kendrick. Talking about you ain't never been to jail, you ain't never shot nobody. These are lyrics in that song.
It was, and first of all, hold on. That's what I was asking you about. Did you hear that the Tupac part? Because not only did he use his voice, but he used, like, you heard that whole flow, that whole part was Drake, and that's why I did like that. Because I'm like, yo, if you was able to like maneuver and do it in a Tupac flow, I'd be like, you know what, cool. But this Drake, take Tupac voice off, and that's you. And I honestly don't, like you said, I can actually agree with you. Usually I want to disagree, but you don't tell a nigga that he ain't never go to jail and shot nobody. Nigga, what have you done?
And why is that even important in a rap beef, bro? Like what are you talking about? You bringing in Snoop Dogg, like this shit is nasty. And then to make it even further, we talking about the whole shit from actors to writers to directors to anybody that makes art has been fighting against the use of AI.
Yeah, literally.
And you ushering this shit in as the biggest name in rap music. Niggas a loser, man. Enough is enough, man.
That's because he part owner of that fucking.
Oh, we know. This is the culture vulture Dame Dash been talking about when he talking about Vlad and what's the nigga name, Lyor Cohen. This is the biggest culture vulture we've ever had in the history.
Dang, he might be
as a rap artist.
Dang, he right there with them. That is crazy. Yeah, got me stuck here.
I'm gonna close out this shit, man. Let me play this bullshit Gillie said, man.
Oh, I saw a tweet about it, but I was like, all right, whatever.
If all the young boys that's out there in the streets, if you believe in God, I'm gonna repeat this to all my young boys that's out there in the streets. If you believe in God, when you pray, ask God to send you to jail, man. You hear me? When you pray at night, when you pray in the morning, however you pray, you make sure you ask God to send you to jail. Because when it go down, it's gonna go down. And I'd rather you niggas go to jail than to go to heaven. Because when them GBBs pull up, them Get Busy boys pull up, and they start lighting shit up because you want to be out here in the streets, ask God to send you to jail. See, a lot of the reality of it is a lot of you niggas need a 5 to 10, 7.5 to 15 to 10 to 20. Yeah. They act like jail was such a bad thing, but the reality of it is jail saved a lot of you niggas' lives. They're gonna save a lot of niggas' lives. Because that 5 to 10, when they was doing...
I'm not mad at it. When you put it in that perspective, right? You got one or two choices. When you in the street life, unless something happens and you just get out of it, whatever. However, if you can get out of it clean, which is very tough.
Go ahead.
That's it. That's if you can get out of it.
Go ahead. Continue with
so if you can get out of it. However, you got what they always tell somebody who in the streets, yo, it's only one or two things that's gonna happen. You either die or go to jail. And so, that being said, you would almost rather the latter of the two because you in your life, you over here, you've been doing it since you was 18, you 25. You died. What'd you make of yourself? You ain't doing anything. That's like that 5 to 10 that he's saying. Change. You come out, people be a whole new person. Let me get out of this. Let me stay away from that. Let me go and live life the right way and stay away from the streets. So I can understand that part. I mean, do niggas want to go to jail? I don't know if you want these niggas out here going to jail. But when you have those options of dying and going to jail, I'll take the jail.
All right, so You said it's two options. You're either gonna die or go to jail. Right?
I said that's what they usually say.
I'm asking.
Yeah, that's what they say. I mean, I said
I'm just asking the question.
Unless, but
so,
for the most part,
you're saying if you in the streets, you got two options, right? You gotta die or go to jail. That's what they say.
That's what they say. Yeah.
All right. So you in the streets?
No.
You know people in the streets?
Yeah,
you know people that's not in the streets?
Yeah.
What's the difference between how they going in and how you going in? Both gonna die, right?
At some point. Yeah.
All right. So people in the streets, are they more likely to go to jail?
Yeah.
And people not in the streets, are they going to jail?
They can.
Possibly not, right? But both gonna die, right?
Yeah.
So the option is not go to jail or go to jail.
Okay.
It's not streets or death. I mean, it's not a jail or death, right? Because everybody gonna die.
I mean,
correct?
We actually technically we don't know.
Cool. Let's go with that. So what I'm saying is the logic that he said and the logic you said is not adding up. Because that's not that. He presented it like it's only two things to do. So if going to jail is going to benefit you, and what do you think he meant by it's good for you? What happens when you get out of jail?
You got a new start in life.
Right. So jail is the only way to have that start in life.
Nah, it's not. That's not the only way. However, is what I'm saying is, if these are your two options that's presented in front of you,
but they're not.
Well,
so we can already clear that.
The way it's presented, I'm going based off his argument.
I'm responding to what he's saying.
It's only two options.
I'm responding to what he said. We all have to die, correct?
We don't have to.
So that's not an option.
But we don't have to die early.
He didn't say nothing about early or late, did he?
We don't have to die early.
Did he say anything about age?
I'm telling you what I'm saying.
I'm asking you a question though.
I'm telling you.
Because you just said we're going off what he said. So which one is it? Are you making your own thing up or are we going off what he said?
It's both.
Because he didn't say nothing about the age on nothing.
He said young niggas.
Correct. So what if I'm 50 years old? Would I rather do 20 years in jail or would I rather die? Because he went all the way up to 20 years, right?
I might do the 20.
All right, cool. You might do the 20. Other people might do the death, right? They'd rather die, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's different situations where somebody might prefer one over the other, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing that's guaranteed is death is not an option. It's a guarantee, right? So if death is a guarantee, we got to replace that option with another option. It's either go to jail or stay free. Which one would you rather do?
Does death include that stay free?
It's going to include in any situation. Death is always a part of the situation.
But the get busy boys might get busy if I'm free.
Right. That's going to happen regardless. The end of your life is going to happen.
But how
regardless.
I die.
As a matter of fact, let's even rephrase that.
How I die.
Because I'm incorrect. Because death is in jail as well. Death is in any option. Correct?
Death is when I wake up in the morning.
Exactly. So.
But how I die.
Cool. The option is go to jail or stay free, right? Which one would you rather have?
I'm telling you what he presented.
I'm asking you a brand new question. We already discussed
all
what
right,
you said. Would you rather go to jail or would you rather stay out of jail?
I'd rather stay out of jail. Well, it depends. Am I homeless?
Cool. Because I could have said it depends in the jail situation too, in the original one, right? So I'm asking you the question.
If I'm homeless and broke, I might want to go to jail. Free meal, free food.
That's what I'm saying. So which one is it? Would you rather go to jail?
Personally, me right now, I'd rather stay free.
Okay, cool.
Because I'm a free man, you know.
Okay, cool. So let's address it then. Say cool. Let's cool. So let's say this message goes out, and like you said, it's two options. It's death or jail.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is to be received from that message if I am a person in the streets? Because I'm not even considering. You know what? Maybe I don't gotta choose. Maybe I can just get out the fucking streets, right? That's always an option, right?
I presented that at the beginning. I said, if you can find a way to get out of there unscathed, which you probably won't be unscathed.
That's why I said I'm following.
Yeah, but I'm just going strictly based off of those two.
I got you.
Two options right there.
I got you.
Okay.
I'm saying if that message is being given to somebody in the streets, what do you think is to be taken from that?
I only got two options, and I'd rather the latter. And I'm hoping that they don't get busy with me, and I can just go the other way, and I just get locked up. Maybe I have a change of heart.
Right. Thank you. That's a reasonable answer. If that's the message that's being given, those young dudes in the streets have two ways of going about life. I'm going to do something that gets me in jail, or I'm going to do something that gets me killed. Let's think about somebody that's not in the streets. Do you think they ever think about doing anything that's guaranteed to get them in jail or guaranteed to get them death, or do they think about things that's going to guarantee to get them the life that they want?
I think that's a tough question to be a tough comparison to be presented.
I'm just asking the question
but
because that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, why is the message of just get out of situations that could present you with those immediate results to begin with?
Well, he's saying pretty much of those who don't see. So you know some you in the streets.
I'm not in the streets.
You know some people that's in the streets.
Sure.
That was been in the streets before.
Sure.
Okay. You ever been around some of the people that was in the streets or that has previously been in the streets that they only felt like the streets was the way to get to the life they live?
Sure.
All right. So I feel with that, the way he's presenting it is for that line of people. You know, you have a lot of people who be like, oh man, I'm in the streets just because I have to get to a certain point and I go this way. And you have the ones of saying, hey, this is all I know, this is all I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna stay here, blah. So I think he's presenting to those people who don't see that option of getting out. I see the option of only doing this one thing, and now I'm presenting to you, hey, this one thing is going to have two options for you. It's going to be jail or death. And I think if you want to stay alive, you would much rather go to jail, and hopefully you have a change of heart, you come out better, or you don't want to die. I think that's the way he's presenting it. Of course, there's a lot of explanation, but when you're in the car, I'm not about to tell you all of that shit on the phone. But believe that's how his presentation was.
Right. So what I'm saying is, if that's his presentation, he got the opportunity, he got the platform, wouldn't it make more sense to give them an option that doesn't have either one of those options?
Yeah, this is a quick little tidbit. He might go. He might go in and join again and be like,
let me ask the second question. Right. His cousin did 20 years in prison, right?
Wow, sure did. 20.
You think if he had somebody his age when they was that age when he got arrested, that could tell them, hey, guess what? It'll be better if you do 20 years in prison than you to die right now. Or would he rather have somebody tell him, you know what, you should stop doing what you're doing right now because it's only going to get you 20 years in prison?
Yeah, he'd much rather have that.
All right, cool.
Much rather have that. But he's not presenting it that way. He's just telling these.
I'm just asking the question.
Because, hold on, but think about this, right?
Just asking the question. And guess what? Let me ask you this. When, let's say, a situation in the club happens, right? Mm-hmm. A dude shoots another dude. Mm-hmm. He goes to jail for it. He gets 25 to life. Mm-hmm. What's the difference between doing life in prison and no longer being alive for the person that's doing 25 to life?
Well, it depends on. See, that's tough because it depends. Because this person may be. There's people that's in jail that live like decently.
I didn't ask you what quality of life they have. I said, what's the difference between being in prison for 25 to life and being dead? Because when you're dead,
I'm alive.
You're doing the same thing every day.
I'm
laying in the ground. When you're in jail, you're doing the same thing every day, right?
Yeah, but I'm alive and I'm able to do it.
I'm just asking the question, though.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm asking what's the difference between doing the same thing every single day of your life. That doesn't sound like living. That sounds like death.
It depends. Some people like doing the same thing every day in life.
I'm asking if you have the choice to.
If I have the choice, I ain't doing neither one of them motherfuckers. I don't want to die right now. I ain't going to jail.
I'm saying people that like to do the same thing every day, they choosing to do that.
Yeah.
In jail, you got no choice.
It helps them. Gives them structure.
Every day of the rest of your life?
Yeah.
Structure?
Might as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Now you got a routine.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of waking up one day at 7, another day at 8, you wake up at 7 every day.
Right. To do what? To go back to sleep at the same time and wake up to
the
same
thing. Exactly. Now you got a routine.
Okay, cool. So
I feel like your structure is teaching you discipline.
Right. So out of all the people that did 20 years in prison, how many of you think came home and got as successful as Wallow did?
Shit.
How many of the percentage of people you talking about that did the 5 to 7, the 10 to 15, the 15 to 20s came out in jail and had a better life than they did before? What percentage you think that is? It ain't 100, we know that.
I'm saying like 3.
So my point is it really better to go to jail than it is to die? Or should he just encourage people not to do either?
I mean,
let's keep it real.
Let's
keep it real.
He should encourage people not to do either. However,
I'm
going to give you the options.
What I'm saying
I'm just going to give you the option if you want to continue to live life.
Put it like this.
If you want to continue to live life, that's what I'm saying.
Put it like this. If I meet a new girl and I'm like, you know what? I want us to be together. But for you to be with me, I gotta cheat on you, or I gotta have a full-time girlfriend on the side. She says, you know what? I'd rather you just cheat on me because I don't want to deal with the other girl, right? And then I meet another girl and I'd be like, I want to be with you. Mm-hmm. She said, okay, what's that come with? Nothing. You just gotta love me the way I love you. 2 options here. Mm-hmm. Just 1 option here, right?
Mm. But hold on. See, that being said, right?
The difference is outcomes are determined by your exposure to new ideas and new experiences, right? So if you're exposed to the same things over and over again, you cannot expect a different outcome, right?
Correct.
Which means you need somebody to expose you to that, or you need to move somewhere, you need to do something that's going to give you a whole different vision of your life. Because like you said, it's a segment of the population that can only see their way to live the life they want to live. It's going to be risking death or risking jail.
Right. So hold on, but really quick, right? And those 2 examples with the girls, right?
Right.
You got the 2 options over here and the 1 option over here.
Right.
But what if that 1 option is, when you say love me the way I love you, is me cheating on you or having a full-time girlfriend regardless?
What does that have to do with the options presented?
That there's only 1 option presented. Now she's like, oh, at least I could have picked an option over here, opposed to you on.
She had an option over here too, not be with me.
You give that option.
That's assumed, right?
No, see, we don't assume here because you know what they say about assuming. We can ask that yourself.
So if I come to a girl and said I want to get married, she don't got the option. Say, well, hold on, how marriage? You got to propose, right? They got to agree to marriage, right? You can't forcibly marry somebody, right?
I mean, what culture do it? So it depends.
Family got accepted.
Yeah. So I'm just saying. Hey,
listen, man.
You know, the way to close it out, man.
Listen, man.
Stay out the streets.
Stay out the streets.
Unless you're a hoe and you like being for the streets, then come do it. You know, but just don't go to jail.
Expose yourself to new things, new ideas. I promise you, the way you vision your life today is not all that the world has to offer you. Do new things, try new things you never thought you like. Google something that everybody should do in the world. Just do an AI search, matter of fact. Build My Perfect Life. Do it in AI and see what it tells you. And figure out what you want for yourself. Do not limit yourself to your immediate surroundings. And be aware of what information you are ingesting. Because what you consume becomes you. That's why they say you are what you eat. They don't mean that literally. Knucklehead ass niggas.
This nigga is the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the without jail wallow.
Listen, man. Thank you for tuning in, man. Like, share, subscribe, follow, comment, everything, man.
Please.
Till next time, we out here.
Oh, you want me to get a video of you running up to the camera like Wallow?
Never. Never.